Hello everyone.
Today we're actually just planting. It's one of the small projects that we are doing. We got a very busy day. It's around 8 o'clock in the morning. Although here in Namibia it's very hot already, and the sun is burning. This is why we are having our hats on.
So
It's
early
one
in the
of the
morning.
it's one of the little projects that we are having today, right? I think maybe you can give a short background.
Yeah. So what actually happened is we tilled this half a hectare or more than half a hectare, and
More
then
than a
so
hectare actually.
it's more than it's more than a hectare. So what happened is the guy who came to till the land, they left this piece, which is about half a hectare, I can say. So this is what we are doing today. So just not to leave the space and
Not
not being used,
not
yeah,
being utilized
for
exactly.
for this rainy
It's
season. So
and it's
we
a huge part of land.
traditionally people till this way, especially when the land does not really have a lot of weeds, so to say. So they just dig holes and then that's how you plant the seeds. So and for us, since we don't have enough time and we feel it's appropriate if we can just also do the same.
Okay, yeah, and you guys, so we have already started. Let me just show you. Yeah, so let me just take this off. So these are some of the seeds that we are planning to plant. If you may come a little bit closer, this is black-eyed beans. It's really being done on a smaller scale. Like we said, it's just half a hectare, so this is more than enough. We are also having yeah, it's called sorghum or play millet. So we use this in a lot of things to feed chickens. It's very good for laying, but traditionally it's also used to make our Vambo traditional beer. And then if you check here, in here we are having pumpkin seeds, we are having butternut seeds, like this is butternut, so we have mixed them. We are having span speck or melon, and then we are having our own traditional melon. So as you can see, the seeds are mixed. Oh yes, and then we are having watermelon. Let me not forget, I love watermelon, so I would always plant watermelon. So they are mixed simply because we want to cater for all the other veggies or all the other fruits that we really love here, to also utilize the land maximally. And then comes this. You guys are probably wondering, so why are you having this? Um, Other people would say no, respect wildlife. We are the ones who are interfering with its life, or we came to occupy the place where we found it. But this is one of the most common wildlife human conflicts that we are having. I don't even know whether you'd call rats or mice wildlife, you guys, but this is one of the major problems we are having. We are having rats and mice. So whatever you plant, they come at night and just eat everything that you have planted. So this it's the bait, so to say. We are going to spread it all over the field, especially where we are planting today, and hopefully we are going to get rid of them.
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully. It's very difficult to control mice and rats. People have been doing it for years, but we are hoping that this is going to work for us. So guys, we hope that you are enjoying our channel. If you are enjoying it, please subscribe, like the video. It will also help us a lot if you share our content with a wider audience. The more the merrier. And we just hope you are going to keep up with us and witness what we're doing today. So come along. So we are starting with play millet. These are not well.
is done. The next assignment is to help my wife on the other side, just to sow the seeds until here, and then I think somewhere you show them somewhere in the middle. There is space for
and
nuts that we are going
from
to
there there's still this other side of the land on the extreme side. It's not done. And then this part where the sorghum have germinated, we still need to put some beans and some melons in there, just so that we can use the space maximally. So that is how far we have come. I still have a lot of sowing to do, so those with the digging, yes, they are done, but oh my god, the sowing is also laborious, although they are saying that it's part of the easier job. So yeah, the struggle continues. A luta continua. So interestingly, this what we are using on our back on this side, this is a traditional way of sowing. It's done for the conservation of land. They also say no, if you don't really have land that is prone to weed and you want to save money, you can also use the same method. But what I'm really interested in finding out is the difference in germination and the yield between the land that was tilled and the land that we are sowing now that is not tilled, and we have used a much more traditional method. So yeah, it will really be interesting to see, and I will bring you along on this journey so that we can experience it together and learn from one another. But I want you to tell me in the comments, have you done this before? Is this perhaps what you're doing in your country? Or are you always tilling the land? And in your tradition, what are some of the traditional sowing methods that you are having? I really want to hear from you. Let's teach each other about each other's country, and yeah, you can also advise me, what could I do better next time? I would love to hear from you. Hi family, it's past 6 in the evening. Our sun is still very high up in the sky because our sunset is around 7:30 to 8. So in the morning it was really hot, or rather in the afternoon, when we planted the pearly meal and the black-eyed beans, such that we didn't finish what we were doing. So let me just bring you closer. We actually didn't plant the groundnuts, and we also didn't sow. Okay, this needs to be done properly. Okay, we also didn't sow we didn't sow the groundnuts, and we didn't throw the mice bait anymore because it was really hot, and we also needed to go get groundnut seeds because I realized that I've run out. So we went to town quickly, bought some, and came back. Yeah, so right now, if you see around here, you can see on the other side that I'm done sowing the pearly millet, or the sorghum rather, whatever you call it in your country. But if you check nicely, some of these are not done. That is where I have to plant the groundnuts. When the holes were made, I thought I would plant pearly millet here, but when I look at the ground, it just looks so beautiful for one to put groundnuts here. And I thought, why not? Like, what's preventing me? It's a good idea. So yeah, I decided that's what we're doing. That's what we're putting here right now. So come with me on the journey of planting groundnuts. These are so far apart. The groundnuts, usually when we plant them very, very close to one another. So I have to go through and plant and take a hoe and dig some. Take a hoe, rather. I don't know whether you say, yes, it's a hoe. Take that and then dig some more holes so that the spacing between them is just right to plant groundnuts, not like you are planting maize or pearly millet. I have also realized that on the other side, on this side after the tree, there's a lot of space around here before the gate that I could plant, and I thought perhaps I can give it a shot and put maize or corn there. I'm not really a fan of sweet corn, especially, yes, I'm not really a sweet corn fan. So we'd rather just come and put normal corn or traditional corn. I really, really love it when it's grilled or when it's boiled. No matter how rich I would ever become, I'll never stop eating corn, guys. No, seriously, I love it so much. We could never have enough of it. So since we didn't plant a lot of it, I'm gonna go through and get some seeds when I'm done with the groundnuts, and then I'll just put some maize here. Please follow me on the journey as I plant the groundnuts, or as I sow the groundnuts, because I'm sure not all the countries are calling these groundnuts. We would say these are groundnuts in Namibia. I don't know. I think I have to tear it and just show you an up-close picture of what we are talking about, and then you can tell me whether you are also calling it groundnuts, because in my country we call it groundnuts, but I find in some countries people are calling what we call peanuts here groundnuts. Yes, I hope you can see up close. So this is what I'm talking about. So do you also call this groundnuts, or you have another name? So the sun just came out. I don't even know whether you guys can see me, but yeah, please tag along. Let's do this. Here, I don't know whether you guys can see me. So I'm done with sowing those that which hole were already regularly dug. So now I have to go get a hoe and continue digging some new holes, and then after that I'm going to plant the rest, or to sow the rest, and then I'm going to scatter some rats or mice pellet, and then after that I'll be pretty much done for the field for the day. So yeah, thank you guys for keeping up with me and for taking time out to watch my video. We really, really appreciate it. So we'll see you in the next one. Bye.